We continue week 6 with number 8 Miami and number 7 Michigan, both teams with a 1-4 record. Both programs have had a very terrible first half of the season. If either one of these teams can get a win, it would boost them up to a 2-4 record, which would probably help them at least a little bit, and maybe it could probably lead to a better second half of the season for them, depending on how the rest of the games go for either of these squads. Miami has 2 base players, and they're both backs. One's a halfback and one's a fullback. Michigan has plenty more players. Miami will take this off at their own 35. Looks like a really good kick. Will be returned to the 20, so basically a touchback. Same amount as the touchback anyways. For the Michigan offense, for the user players on their offense, quarterback number 4, Spicy Vert. You have first play, pass to wide receiver number 8. Looks to be about a 3-yard pass. You have Roger Duck, wide receiver number 84. Spizey with another throw to the right this time. Targets Duck. Knocked down by number 22 of the corner there. Third down for Michigan. First play was a 3-yard pass. Second play was an incomplete. This time he gets a pass up to number 22. First down at the 38. Gives him a fresh set of downs. Shotgun this time. Throws it to 22 again. Might be a first down. Jones. It is actually marked short, so 2nd and inches at near the 48. Shotgun. Fake handoff. Rolls left. Throws it to the tight end. Actually throws it to Roger Duck. 3 straight completions already. Passing game working really well. Now at the 45, Michigan have a new fresh set of downs. Wide receivers are spread out. Not a single back in the backfield. Dropped back initially before trying to go up the middle. Gets 2 yards out of that play. Second and 8. Drops back initially, then rolls to the right. Fumble. Miami gets the ball. They get it at around the 46. So, despite Michigan having a pretty good start on offense, a fumble has been forced, and Miami will get the ball. So a turnover will result in Michigan having to put out their defense. First down, I formation, only 5 on the offensive line, wide receiver spread out. Play action, going deep with it. A drop. Wide receiver 1 almost caught it, but it was a drop. That's very unfortunate. That looked like that could have been a major play, but instead it's going to be second down. Only 4 on the defensive line for Michigan. Tight end for Miami on the left side. This time will be a handoff and tackle at the line of scrimmage. Number 98, defensive tackle Wallables with the tackle. 3rd and 9 will be marked. Single back formation. Still only 4 rushing. Another drop. 2 drops. 2 drops from Miami receivers will bring this to a 4th and 9. Could have been much more, but instead Miami will have to punt. Not able to do anything after that fumble. Michigan will get the ball back pretty much unscathed. They will be inside their own 20 at the 19. Spizey and the Michigan offense looking to finally capitalize on a drive. Looks like there won't be any backs in the backfield again. Wide receiver spread out. He'll try to run to the right again. Just short of a first down as he heads out of bounds. He is a yard short, so it'll be 2nd and 1. That is near the 28. 2nd and 1. This time it's shotgun. Truck stick. Number 3, the halfback on the right side. Rolls to the right for a 3rd time in a row, and he'll get a lot more yards this time. Goes to the 48. Basically 20 yards. Nearing midfield, Michigan having another good start on offense. 2-back shotgun. Wide receiver spread out. Drop back. Roll. Seems like Spizey's running to the right every single play. That time he runs into a blocker and he gets tackled for a loss. Truck stick got in the way. 2nd and 12 after a loss of 2. Wide receiver spread out. Truck stick near the line of scrimmage on the right side. Spivey looking to pass this time. Incomplete. Good coverage from number 31. Third down for Michigan, still in their own territory at the 46. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in this first quarter. Just back to pass. It's in shotgun. Going deep right. The receiver heavily covered. No chance of that being caught. Perfect coverage from the Miami secondary. This will force a punt. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Miami going to have to boot the ball. Michigan. Not Miami. That basically goes nowhere. That's muffed. And I think Michigan got the ball. They did. So Miami will not get a chance to do anything for now as Michigan gets the ball back after that muffed punt. Wide receiver spread out. Truck stick will get an immediate snap. Shotgun snap only resulting in about 3 yards there that time. Second down. near the 33, not quite there. Wide receiver bunch on the left. Chuck stick to Vert's right. And that went nowhere. Incomplete pass. Yet again. Number 31 with another deflection. Third down and 8. He's already passed for 8 times. He's completed 4 of them. That's 50%. Third and 8 for Michigan. Still looking. Got hit. Somehow Roger Duck was able to come up with the catch on triple coverage and takes it to the house for a touchdown. As Vert was hit, Duck was able to shake off a tackler and outrun 2 defenders. That's almost a quadruple coverage. And he was still able to catch it, shake off a tackler, and go all the way to the end zone line. Michigan now possesses a 7-0 lead with 1:31 left in this first quarter. Spiceberg to kick it off. We shall be seen as to how Miami will respond, if they will get down the field or if they'll have to punt again. And the kickoff doesn't even reach the 15. That was a very short one. And it gets returned all the way to the 33. Might need somebody else to do the kickoffs and punts. First and 10, shotgun. Wide receivers, mostly on the right. Fakes handoff. Number 7 passes it to number 30. Didn't go anywhere. Heavy emphasis on the left side of the number 7 somehow getting that pass off to number 1. That puts them into Michigan territory. First down at the Michigan 43. Wide receivers on the right side. 5 on the O-line. The halfback is on the right side of QB number 7. And there was no chance to do anything as linebacker number 99 came in there unblocked. That will bring Miami all the way to the 47. 4-yard loss. Second and 14, less than 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. And there was no chance of that being caught way out there. An unreachable pass. So it will be 3rd and 14 for Miami with 17 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Single back formation, 6 on the O-line. Tries to go for the check down. Not able to catch them off guard. Michigan was ready for that. Number 17, Stapleton. Chris Stapleton. Easily getting a deflection there. So Miami, while they were able to reach Michigan territory, not able to do anything after that. Fair catch from number 25. Michigan getting their 3rd touch of the ball in this first quarter. Wide receivers spread out, no backs, only Spies over to QB. Dropped back initially, but will get a yard after trying to run up the middle. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Michigan having a 7-0 lead over Miami. One thing that Miami has to do is to, of course, prevent the pass. They have to force Spicy to revert. They have to force Spicy to run just like that. Have him drop back, and if he finds nothing, then he has to be forced to run. If he has enough time to pass, he will cook Miami's secondary. So Miami just has to keep the receivers covered. Tuck stick on the left of him, wide receiver spread out, shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. Will try to run to the right, and that's a 4th down. He did get a good amount of yardage, but not enough for the 1st down. And Michigan will have to boot the ball back to Miami. His first punt was only 20 yards. This one looks to be a little bit better. Miami will start this drive at their 44. Both of these teams ranked. Miami, number 8, Michigan, number 7. Bottom 2 teams so far in the latest rankings. Miami single back. They'll pitch it to Cam Scatterboo. That is his name. Got a handful of yards to start off with a toss to the right, 2nd and 6. This time is I formation, tight end to the left side. That's a false start. Number 64 took a step too early. The right tackle was a little bit too anxious to get the play started. So that will bring them back 5 yards. 2nd and 11. I formation, 6 on the offensive line. Scatterboo getting another carry. Getting about 6 yards that time. Five yards. Tackled at the 48. Same formation. See what they'll run this time. Yet again tried to do a check down pass to see if he could catch the Michigan defenders off, but no such luck in that aspect. This will be Miami's 3rd punt. 4 minutes and 18 seconds remain in this first half. Miami not quite able to have it inside the 20 for Michigan's offense. It will be just past the 20 after that punt. Michigan wasn't able to do anything in the last drive. They do have a score on the board. There's a shotgun. Fake handoff to a wide receiver. Nice move to the left. Able to get around 8 to 9 yards. It initially looked like he was going to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage, but he was able to make a move to get yardage. 2nd and 1, less than 4 minutes left to go in this first half. Shotgun formation. Wide receiver bunch on the right. Back to pass. And there's a completion. What Michigan has to do is they have to provide great pass protection, and the receivers have to run, routes that will get them open. Because when Spicy has enough time to throw, he'll basically be able to complete just about every pass. He's completed 3 in a row. one of Michigan's biggest strengths is their pass game. If they're able to have wide receivers open consistently, then just about every pass will be completed. Spivey drops back. That time, Roger Duck got hit right before he was able to catch it. So this will bring out a 3rd down and 7 for Michigan. They've converted half of them so far, 2 of 4, compared to Miami's 0 for 3. 3:01 left in this first half. Spivey in shotgun, rolled to the right, breaks a tackle, then gets brought down to the 45. In Miami territory, he has 61 yards in already 10 carries in this first half. First down. Starting this new set of downs at the 45, a direct snap to Truckstick. That's a face mask. Number 56, guilty of grabbing the face mask. That'll be a 5-yard addition. So instead of 2nd and 7, that'll be 2nd and 2 at the 37 for Michigan. Clock still ticks, however. Wide receivers are spread out. Truckstick will be on the line. Spivey throwing it. Gets it to Duck at the 11. Tightly contested pass. Duck able to come down with it. Sped by number 22 and was able to catch that. Correction, he was brought down at the 12. Roger Duck with 66 receiving yards. Looks like Michigan could finish this drive off with a touchdown. No backs. Almost was able to get that pass through. Just deflected at the last moment. 2nd and 10 at the 12 inside the red zone. Tight end on the left side. 6 on the O-line. Hand off to Truckstick, who is able to get a few yards. 3 yards. Another 3rd down for Michigan. They've converted 3 of 5, which is a pretty good rate. Same formation. This time a straight handoff and not misdirection. This will bring in 4th down. Spivey, also acting as the team's kicker, will try to boot this 22 yards to bring his team to a 10-0 lead over Miami in this first half. And the chip shot kick is good. 75 yards in just 11 plays, taking off a good amount of clock there. Miami still having somewhat of a chance to possibly come back in this game if they're able to have their offense get at least one drive. And the kick is up. Caught at the 10, and that will be returned to the 27-yard line. That took off 4 seconds, that return. Looks closer to the 28, actually. 1st and 10. Miami hoping to finally get something going on offense. Wide receivers spread out. Scadaboo to the right of number 7. Looking. Fake the pass once. Then he finally throws. Knocked down by Chris Stapleton. Playing exceptional coverage there. QB number 7 from Miami. Only 2 for 8. Hasn't really done much so far. This time he throws. That's picked off. Michigan gets the ball again. This time picked off. It was picked off by middle linebacker number 42, who was able to snatch it after the tip. Great awareness from him. And now Michigan has a chance to add even more points onto the board. They have the ball at Miami's 43. 3 wide receivers on the right. Spivey had enough time, but he overthrows number 1 by a few yards. A little bit too much air on it. 49 seconds now. Still at the 43 after that incomplete pass. It's 2nd and 10. Up 10-0. 6 on the O-line. I formation. Handed off to the fullback, who was able to get about 3 or 4 yards. Ball near the 38. So, 45 seconds remain. Michigan facing their 7th third down. 3 wide receivers on the right, 1 on the left. And he throws it to Jones, number 22. Great pass from Spivey. Malik Jones, 3 receptions for 42 yards. A very handy target for Spivey to go to. And he'll go to him again, and he somehow gets the first down. That speed, too much for Miami to handle right now. High snap this time. Gets it just over the head of Roger Duck. Looks like he wants a penalty for that. Not sure if that was a pass interference. I don't think so. Wide receivers on the left. Truck stick to the right of Spivey. He'll get this ball. Throws it right to number 1. This will be a no huddle. 4 for 7 on 3rd downs. Michigan would like to get a score here. They will not get a touchdown after that incomplete pass. So they face 4th down, but they do put up 3 more points on the board. Spivey had a 22-yarder in the last drive, and now he has a 21-yarder, yard closer. 13-0 for Michigan in this first half of play. Michigan definitely would have wanted to get a touchdown, but they'll take the 3 points. I believe Miami gets the ball after the half. Vert will kick it off. This time it's caught at the 7, a little bit further back this time. Taken to nearly the 27. This play will most likely be one to run out the rest of the clock. It's actually taken back to the 28. This will most likely be a simple run. And it is 0-yard run to end the first half. Michigan has all the momentum with a 13-0 lead over number 8 Miami in this first half of GCFL action. Two turnovers from Miami, and Michigan only has 1. Miami also not really doing much on offense in general. Miami had a muffed punt and then an interception. Vert kicks it off, got it to the 5. It'll be returned to the 31, a 26-yard return. So Miami will have a better starting position this time around, actually near the 32. Miami with only 30 yards on offense. Michigan has 215. Miami trying to hand it off to Scadaboo. Up the middle. Might have gotten half a yard. Second and 10. I formation. Throws this. Number 84 open, the tight end. So after that play, on their own 49 now, with a new set of downs, single back formation, 6 on the line, tight end on the right side, trying to run to the right side, nothing there. Wallables was his third tackle, number 98. Second and 12 now for Miami. Trying to see if they can finally have anything. Scadaboo, after getting that toss, trying to do a trick play. Pass didn't go anywhere. Fell incomplete after a triple coverage. Third down. They've been 0 for 3 so far on third downs. Haven't converted a single one. I formation. 5 on the offensive line. Looks like Michigan will be rushing 4. Miami still not able to do anything as Michigan's defense is playing pristine football right now. So yet again, another punt from Miami. Michigan has yet another chance to add on to their 13-0 lead. Gets the snap. Decent punt. Fair caught at the 22. Michigan will start their next drive. Just about 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Everybody lined up. Spizy looking, throwing right, way overthrown. I believe he wanted Roger Duck there. A little bit too antsy to get that ball off. If he would have waited just a tiny bit longer, that could have been possibly a touchdown play. Wide receiver spread out. Fake handoff. Caught by number 1. Great pass from Vert. The shotgun play action works. And now, at their own 44, Spicy for 12 for 22 for 160 yards. Playing solid football. Looking for number 1 again. Another catch. When he has time, he will cook the secondary, as shown on those last 2 plays. First down on Miami 31. Michigan looking to add to their already big lead. This time a simple toss, a simple pass to the flat. Losing yardage there. Second and 12 at the 33. 14 for 24 now with 183 yards. Had 105, 185, but 2 yards were lost after that last play. And that pass had no chance of reaching anybody as I was way right. Third down for Michigan. This is their 9th encounter with third down. Spizy all alone in the backfield. Everybody lined up Looking to the middle. Tipped. Not intercepted. That could have been major if that was picked off, but it was not. Michigan might decide to go for it. Looks like they will. No, they'll punt it. They'll actually punt it from the 33. So they won't add more points. And that is a touchback after an unfortunate bounce for Michigan. Looked like it was initially going to be pinned inside the 10. Miami needing something, anything here. 6 on the line, tight end to the left side, single back formation. They'll try to hand it off to Scadaboo again. Only gets 1 yard. They have not been able to run at all on this defensive line. They'll have to rely on the passing game. Single back formation. This time 5 on the offensive line. Michigan looking like they'll rush 4. They'll run it again and go nowhere again. I don't even know if Miami is even trying at this point. It just seems like they're just content with losing. 2 tight ends, 1 on each side, 7 on the line. Michigan rushing 4, again, single back formation. Number 7 able to get a pass to number 1, and that'll be enough for a first down. So that gets them to the 33. Much needed conversion there. 5 on the offensive line. Cam Scadaboo has just not been able to do anything with Michigan's defense, able to get on him almost just about every time he touches the ball. Only 2 yards that time. Less than 2 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Number 7 back to pass, throws it to the flat. Scadaboo will try to run around, only able to get a few yards. Miami with another third down. Looks like it will be 3rd and 5. Single back formation, 7 on the offensive line. Play action. Goes deep. Open receiver. Another third down conversion, and this time this puts them in Michigan territory at the 28. Play action working to perfection. I formation, 5 on the offensive line. Michigan looking like they'll rush 4. Another play action. He wants it all. A great tip from the Michigan secondary that had no chance of being caught. .42 seconds left. Seven on the offensive line for Miami this time. Heavy emphasis on the left. Number 7 looking to pass again. Gets hit as he does. Almost picked off. If that could have been picked off, that might have sealed this game. But instead, Miami still has the ball. They're 2 for 6. They've converted on the last 2 third downs. Number 7 looking to pass again. Not able to complete it this time. After reaching the 28, 3 plays, 3 incompletions. Looks like they might kick the field goal, which they do. At this point in the game, they just need anything. So they'll be happy to take 3 points. The kick is up, and It's good. Their first points of the game. So they're only down by 10. Still a score game, but it's a little bit more manageable. With 29 seconds left in this third quarter, Michigan still holds a big after 3 quarters, Michigan still holds a pretty sizable lead. Kicked off, caught at the goal line. Malik Jones able to take it near the 19. So a 19-yard return on that kickoff. Single back formation. Truck stick able to get to the 22, 4 yards. No, 3 yards. Might be the final play of this third quarter. Third and short after that pass. 13-3, Michigan over Miami after 3 quarters. The ball is between the 27 and the 28. They just only need a couple of yards to get this first down. 3rd and 2. They've been 4 for 9 on third down conversions. And Truckstick is able to get more than enough for the first down. Great run from him. Miami has had Michigan has 12 first downs. Miami has only had 4. First down at their own 31. Single back. Play action. Going left. He hits number 1. A very nice pass from Spizerver and a great catch from wide receiver number 1. Now in Miami's 40-yard line. Shotgun. Looks like a bunch. Wide receiver bunch on the left side. Tries to hand it off to Truckstick. Might be a loss of 3 or 4. Second and 14. Just around the 44. Miami trying to have their defense locked in. 5 on the offensive line. Another wide receiver bunch on the left side. Spivey will take this ball himself. Takes it to around the 35, so it'll be third down. Gets some yardage back and more. Third and 5. 5 for 10 on third down conversions. High formation. Tight end on the right side. Hand off the Truckstick. Great blocking there. Able to get 9 yards on that carry. Miami's defense not able to get off the field. Now on the 26, Michigan's looking to seal this game. They've controlled it the whole way through. 2-back shotgun, wide receivers are spread. Truckstick gets a couple of yards. Easily controlling the time of possession by a whole 5 minutes. Also another key thing. When you're able to control the time of possession by a handful of minutes, it's going to be pretty easy for you to win. That is if your offense knows what they're doing. Michigan's offense has been alright. It's been up and down for their offense, but 13 seems like it's been good for them so far. and that is just short of a first down after a shotgun handoff to Truckstick. Michigan will have to kick a 35-yarder. If Spivey is able to make this, it will be a 16-3 game. The ball is snapped. Spivey, that might be right. That is wide right. That is no good. Michigan will not come away with any points after a wide right kick. Exactly 3 minutes left to go. Ball at their 20. Miami might actually have something here. Pass to the right to number 84. I believe that is just short of a first down. Great passing play nonetheless. Just a yard short. 2nd and 1 at the 29. Looks like it will be a single back formation. Wide receivers are spread out. 5 on the offensive line. Number 7 going back to pass. Number 1 getting the catch and bringing this past the 40. Ball at the 43. No huddle will be the same play. Not able to sack him. Number 85 gets the catch, and that's another first down. Same play again on the no huddle. Back to back to back to back passes completed. This time they'll settle down just a little bit to get their next play ready as they are at the Michigan 39, down by 10 points. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Shotgun formation. Wide receivers are spread out, looking deep. Falls incomplete. Looks like either of those receivers could have caught it. Neither of them do, though. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete. Miami has converted only 2 of 7 third downs. This is their 8th attempt for third down. Single back formation, tight end to the right. They try a toss play here for some reason. Not sure why you would run that. Scadaboo doesn't even have a 1 yard per carry average. That's how well Michigan's defense has handled the running game. 4th and 7. This could be Miami's last chance to do anything of note. Back to pass. Open. Caught past the 35. Wide receiver 80. Able to take it to the 34. Major conversion for Miami on that 4th down. Cam Scadaboo trailing that pass. It looked like it was going to be overthrown at first, but he's just able to get that catch. He has 4 receptions for 23. At the 16, after the no huddle, looking, could have gotten that to work if he wasn't hit. So this will be 2nd down with about 1 minute and 30 left to go. Ball between the 15 and the 16. Wide receiver to spread out of the shotgun. Looking for it all. No! Overthrown. A little bit too much air on that pass. Number 1 not able to jump up high enough to get that. Interesting to see what Miami could do if they're not able to convert this 3rd down. Back to pass in the single back formation. Looks left this time. Complete at the 1 yard line. Number 85 being wide open. Number 7 with a beautiful pass. Number 85 went out of bounds. The clock is stopped. They're going to try and run this in. Dank Meemer, the fullback, number 9, with his first carry of the game, and it's a touchdown. All of a sudden, Miami is back in this game. after the extra point. It will be 13-10. Depending on how this onside kick could go. Depending on how this onside kick could go, it could either be Miami somehow getting it and having another chance to score, or Michigan getting it and needing first downs to seal this game. Michigan only up 13-10. They had a 13-0 lead. They've given up 10 unanswered points. Now, just a minute and 21 seconds left in this contest. Here comes the onside. 45, able to get it right away. Great ball security on that onside kick. Michigan at the 42. They will do a simple I formation. Hands it off to the fullback. Nearly 3 yards. Miami will take their first timeout. Michigan looking to get a down to seal it. Roger Duck to the right. I formation. Just short. It looked like he was going to get it at first, but a defender was able to get right to him at the last moment. This might be 3rd and 1. No, it's 3rd and 2. The ball is at the 34. The most important 3rd down of the game. I formation. Dropping back to pass. I don't know why they did that. That's a little bit confusing. Michigan's gonna go for it to try and seal this game. 4th and 1. And they'll get it. They will get the first down, and that will do it. After that carry, Michigan will end up winning this game 13-10 in a very scrappy battle. Spicevert, number 4, will just kneel this out. Snapped it with 15 seconds on the play clock. That's a little bit peculiar, but 2nd and 12 at the 26. Miami having no more timeouts. Now they'll have it go all the way down this time. Michigan barely able to escape with a win at home against Miami. One final kneel down. (13-10), Michigan gets their 2nd win of the season. That'll put them at 2-4. Miami 1-5, the worst record in this league. Miami will need to get a string of consecutive victories in order to have a shot at the 4-team CFP playoffs. Final score, Michigan 13, Miami 10. This is Week 6 of GCFL action. Glass Coke on the call.